we lined up two abreast and we marched to the parade grounds. In the parade grounds, we stood in the column as we came by barracks, turned inwards. They had brought in a desk where the master race oversaw everything, and then we were counted. And if the count went right, then we regrouped in work battalions, and we were counted again, and from there we marched off to our particular workplace. Men and women, same way.
Everybody was to march from the camp to the workplace in the morning, and they marched back in the evening. So we slept together every day.
We had to double up in beds, 3 high, very small barracks, very narrow walkways, very old, very dirty, windows all knocked out and nailed shut with wood, no ventilation. Very difficult. In wintertime it was nice that you had a warm body next to you to help you keep warm. In summertime it was beyond description. There were across from each toilet on the other wall were water spigots that ran very slowly. There were no partitions. We were all so sick and so hungry that it really didn't make any difference. You were just lucky and happy that you found a seat.
There was practically no nourishment available. We were being given a substitute coffee, bowl of coffee in the morning. We received a bowl of very thinly cooked soup that had very little nourishment.
The soup was, if you find it a piece potato, you was lucky.
The food was awful. We couldn't even have water. At least you work hard, you got to have some water to drink. It was hot. Summertime or springtime was very hot.
And late in the evening, we would get one slice of bread with either a little square of margarine or a little, an ounce of a paste of some kind. So the caloric intake that we had was literally counted maybe in a 200 to 300 calories for the whole day.
I remember I was so weak, I looked like a skeleton. There was no meat left on my body. And I was dragging my feet. I couldn't lift it. I would trip over any little piece of paper would lay on the floor. I'd trip over. That's how weak I was.
After we came back to our block, the block was locked. We were not supposed to go out. Whoever tried to go out risked his life or her life. But I wanted to know what happened to my mother. I went out the first time and I was looking for the hospital. I couldn't find it. I did not remember exactly where it was, and I couldn't talk to anybody about it. The third night, again, I went out and I found my mother. She was so skinny, really skin and bones. She was a very beautiful woman, not like I look like my father. She was really beautiful. She looked terrible. And next to her were a few portions of bread. And I said, Mother, we all are so hungry. You have bread. Why don't you eat it? You are so skinny. She said, I can't. And I remember I broke up a piece and I made it soft in my hands and I said, try to eat it. She couldn't swallow. So I asked her, Mother, what could you eat? And she must have had very high temperature because she was a smart woman. If she would have all together, she wouldn't say what she said. She said, maybe I could eat an apple. I think it's easier to walk to the moon barefooted than to get in Auschwitz an apple. I got an apple for her. I didn't eat 3 days. I saved up my bread.